What's up everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we have a new bite about the Game Awards. The Game Awards 2019 happened and was quite interesting, so let's take a look what's in the announcement parts and also in the winner parts, and especially about that weird naming scheme of Xbox Scarlet, which is now called Series X. Alright, now so you know as good as I do that the Game Awards is also a big advertisement thing all the time, which is fine. I specifically like seeing new trailers and everything, being, a little bit enchanted with new things that we can wonder about for the coming year. And in this case, it's probably gonna be a year until we see some of the things that we saw. So one of the coolest presentations and reveals that we saw was a PlayStation 5 game. The first one to be publicly announced, as at least I know and as everyone says was, and it was Godfall, a game that will be published by Gearbox Publishing and will be a slasher and looter game. Sort of like Monster Hunter does, with multiple people in your party and so on. And it will actually be, use of course the power of PlayStation 5, which means of course, very sharp loading times if there's any, thanks to needing SSD usage and, storage solution for PlayStation 5, and of course all the other enhancements with more CPU and GPU power, of course, making this one of the strongest consoles out there. Though other than that, we haven't seen much yet. I wasn't even able to find an official website for Godfall, only news articles about it. On the other side, we have Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 being announced alongside the new name now for Xbox Scarlet, being called, as I said in the beginning, Xbox Series X. Of course, yet again, we haven't seen much about Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, but the trailer that we saw definitely looked very interesting. There was some really cool scenes, very realistic graphics. I really like that, especially with that very cool, I think, metal band that we had there in the background. I'm not fully aware of all the details surrounding the music and all that, but there's certainly some hype, at least when I saw the comments of the review trailer on YouTube. On the other side you have this box. Why is it like a mini tower PC? I have no idea. I would love to hear more about that, but so far all that we see on the Xbox.com website is nothing. You have to go to the Newswire website from Xbox, where Phil Spencer himself talks a little bit about the console. And alongside, there's box, we know that they can also use it, being in a horizontal version, so you don't need to stand it up like a big box. You can actually turn it over. There's a new controller coming alongside that, but you can use all the hardware that you use right now also on the new Xbox, alongside with all, of course, the backwards compatibility games that we've seen so far on Xbox One, and of course with Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. So it's good to know that they still continue on, of course, with the backwards compatibility program, which I really appreciate. We've only seen one new thing from the controller, and that is, it's basically like the same thing, only with a much more improved D-pad, which is derived from a version of the Xbox One Elite controller version 2, which is kind of good. I have version 1, I like that D-pad, especially that you can replace it, and yeah, I think the version 2 is probably good as well. So good to see that small improvements also take it down to, the everyman's controller, not like a special version that you need to pay a premium for. There was one more trailer that I saw that was really surprising to me, and that is The Wolf Among Us is getting a second season. Warner Bros. Publishing steps in apparently, and yes, this is a Telltale game and a continuation of The Wolf Among Us Season 1. So good on those fans who love to play that game. I'm not necessarily one of them, but after Telltale was disbanded, basically, the company just went bankrupt. It's good to see that these stories can still be continued somewhere else by someone else. Alright, but let's go through some of the winners. Best mobile game is Call of Duty Mobile. Best VR game is Beat Saber. Beat Saber was just recently bought by Facebook, just in case you missed it. With Best Strategy game with Fire Emblem Three Houses, which beat actually Anno 1800, Total War 3 Kingdoms and Tropico 6. Congratulations. With Sports and Racing game we have Crash Team Racing Nitro Refueled being the winner, alongside Dirt Rally 2, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 and F1 2019. It's kind of funny that like a remaster got the place, but I guess it's certainly good. Best score in music goes to Death Stranding and beats out Devil May Cry 5. Kingdom Hearts 3, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and Cadence of Hyrule. Don't really know if I would agree with that, but congratulations, of course, everyone working with that. The selection of these for the soundtrack was really good. I really love listening to Low Raw since I played so many hours of Death Stranding. And once we're here, the best performance also goes out to Mads Mikkelsen as his role in Death Stranding. Not necessarily, I don't know, good performance, because he's been so few times in the game compared to Norman Reedus, who's the main character of Death Stranding. So I guess, okay, good choice. Last but not least, the third award also for Death Stranding is Best Game Direction, which is basically just saying Hideo Kojima is the best in this year. And yet again, I don't know. I mean, I personally really love the end of the game, but just the 30 hours of gameplay that lead to the ending, that is so great. I'm rather mediocre, so I don't know if that's really the best pick, but again, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Who should have won that award, for example? Now we have a big shout out to one of the best indie game, fresh indie game, the best narrative and the best role-playing game, being Disco Elysium. That small team actually got 4 awards at the Game Awards. Congratulations to you. I definitely need to pick that up now. Not sure really if I like role-playing games in that way, but it certainly has, something to it, as it seems. And it will at least come to my games I really want to play in 2020 from 2019 list at the end of this year, which will also happen very soon. One funny side note, besides the best ongoing game being Fortnite, I mean, they really crunched the developers for Fortnite, is the best family game is Nintendo, 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 or Nintendo. No joke, in case you missed it, the best family game is Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Yoshi's Crafted World, and again, it's all Nintendo. And the funniest thing is, Nintendo didn't have a single new announcement there. We had PlayStation 5, we have Xbox Box, and we didn't have anything from Nintendo, so maybe they do a new Direct soon, this month or next month? I'd really love to hear what's happening soon with Nintendo projects like Metro Prime 4. Yeah, that would be cool to hear about. And just one of the last few awards that has been given out. Games for Impact goes to Grizz. Excellent game, of course. Best Action Adventure Game goes out to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Best Action Game goes out to Devil May Cry 5. And the best game of the year, which had the following nominees: The Outer Worlds, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Resident Evil 2, Death Stranding, and Control, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, was given to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's not really my game. I admit, I would have probably picked Resident Evil 2, from what I've heard, and maybe The Outer Worlds. Death Stranding, I would have not given that. There's better games out there. It's a very specific thing, of course, and Control, as I heard, is also very nice. Gotta play that as well, but Sekiro, well, if the voters think so, I guess that's what they think. And yeah, that has been it from the Game Awards 2019. Thanks so much for watching, hope you liked it, and let me know down below in the comments below what you think about all those things. What do you think about this Xbox Series X box? And the terrible name that it really is, like, how confusing is it to, ask somebody about the new Xbox? With the Xbox One, at least, you got sort of used to it, that the One was a brand name and not just the first Xbox. But Series X? I don't know, man. PlayStation 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just so much easier, and I guess, yeah, maybe that will be one of the factors leading to an eventual success in 2020. My name is Sincere for the New Month. Thanks again for watching, and I hope I see you soon. Bye bye.